A powerful magnitude 7.6 earthquake struck off Japan's northeastern coast on Monday, triggering evacuation orders and a tsunami warning for parts of the coastline. Some parts of the country experienced tsunami waves, the Japan Meteorological Agency, or JMA, reported in an update early Tuesday local time. A 2.3-foot tsunami height was observed at Kuji Port in Iwate. A 16-inch tsunami height was recorded in Aomori and Hokkaido, the JMA said earlier. After several hours, the JMA downgraded the warning to a tsunami advisory. The United States Geological Survey said the earthquake struck at 11:15 p.m. local time, which is 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time, around 44 miles off the coast of the country and at a depth of around 33 miles. There were several reports from Aomori Prefecture of injuries and fires. Chief Cabinet Secretary Minoru Kihara said at a news conference early Tuesday. He said power outages have been reported in Aomori and Iwate, and that high-speed train service was suspended between Fukushima and Aomori. Some sections of expressways were also closed, Kihara said. Earlier, Kihara urged people in affected areas to evacuate to higher ground or move to safe buildings, such as evacuation shelters. There have been no reports of abnormalities at this time at the country's Higashidori and Onagawa nuclear power plants, Kihara said. We have received reports that other nuclear facilities are currently being checked, he added. Japan's new Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, who was elected in October, said her government would work closely with local officials to assess the damage and put in place emergency response measures. The government would be acting as one under the principle of putting human life first, she said. Japan is no stranger to severe earthquakes. It lies on the Ring of Fire, an area of intense seismic and volcanic activity on both sides of the Pacific Ocean. The worst quake in recent Japanese history was the 9.1 magnitude Tohoku earthquake in 2011 that triggered a major tsunami and nuclear disaster. That quake and tsunami left more than 22,000 people dead or missing and caused reactors at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant to melt down, releasing radioactive contamination into the surrounding area. Japan has a long history of major earthquakes, many of which exceeded magnitude 7.0 or caused widespread destruction and loss of life. While early records mention an earthquake in Yamato, now part of Nara Prefecture, in the year 416, the first reliably documented event occurred on May 28, 599 during the reign of Empress Suiko, destroying buildings across the region. Over the centuries, Japan kept extensive documentation of seismic events, forming one of the richest historical records of earthquakes in the world. By the late 19th century, efforts to organize this information became more scientific. A dedicated committee was established in 1892 to collect and analyze all available historical data. After the devastating Great Kanto earthquake in 1923, the work continued under new research institutions, eventually producing more complete catalogs of Japan's seismic history. Modern compilations detail hundreds of major earthquakes dating back more than 1,000 years. Japan also developed its own system for measuring earthquakes, the Shindo scale. Unlike global magnitude scales, which measure the total energy released at the epicenter, the Shindo scale measures how strongly the ground shakes in each location. It focuses on the real-world impact people feel, from light tremors to violent shaking capable of destroying buildings, damaging roads, and breaking gas and water lines. The scale has 10 levels, starting from very weak tremors up to the highest level, which represents extremely destructive shaking. Levels 5 and 6 are further divided into weak and strong, depending on the severity of damage they can cause. This system allows authorities and residents to quickly understand the actual intensity of an earthquake in their area and respond accordingly.